Hello everyone! Boat ramps, where confidence meets chaos and horsepower meets water the hard way. From Ford flops to jet ski fails, today's episode is a full send of mistakes, misjudgments, and million-dollar oops moments. If you've ever thought, how hard can launching a boat be? These clips are here to answer, very. Sometimes it's not about launching the boat, it's about launching your mistakes. This guy decided ramps are optional and skid marks are a lifestyle. The boat didn't just lose its shine, it lost its dignity on the way up. Truck takes an unplanned swim at the local ramp. Hope the insurance was ready. Some say karma, others just say, oops, there goes the payment. Glad everyone walked away, but that's one way to skip a truck bill. When it comes to launching a boat, timing is everything, and this driver missed it by about 6 feet of ramp. 1 second, they're backing down slow and steady. The next, the truck's doing its best impression of a submarine. Windshield wipers still going, like they're trying to fight the ocean one swipe at a time. They say a truck can tow a boat, but in this case, the boat towed the truck straight to the deep end.
Now the windshield wipers are on. Perfect. The windshield wipers just came on.
Now it's going back out. I think it's on the ground. Must be, huh? Unless you'll have to re-rope and go over there.
It's kind of hitting the dock over there.
Full effort, no results. This guy swam like his life depended on it, but the jet ski still slipped away. The Silverado sank deeper than the rescue attempt ever got. In the end, the ski floated, the truck didn't, and pride was the first thing to drown.
Oh shit!
The biggest catch? Your own mistake. One launch, one slip, and the fishing boat's off on its own trip. A simple day on the water turned into a swim lesson before it even began.
Check this shit out.
Boat ramps, where common sense goes to sink. Trucks slide in like submarines. Boats drift off on their own. And the crowd. They're just filming with a cold drink in hand. No help, no shame. Just pure ramp chaos. To put the boat in the water, cool and professional, these guys went for the least professional option possible. Instead of a trailer and winch, they just dragged the hull across concrete while 50+ people watched. The only thing smooth about this launch was the fresh scrapes on the bottom. Bad day at the boat launch. The car went in deeper than the boat it was towing. A slip on the ramp, no rope in sight, and all anyone could do was stand and watch bubbles rise. At least the boat floated, but the car's now part of the lake.
Hurry!
When it comes to backing down a ramp, some people just improvise. Truck in the water? Check. Honking like it's a parade? Check. Luckily, there's always someone yelling, "Use the boat motor," while the rest of us cringe. Sometimes owning a truck, trailer, and boat doesn't mean you know how to use them. Watch as this driver confidently ignores every warning, proving that experience beats ego every time. It's a masterclass in what not to do at the boat ramp. Sometimes a truck isn't as tough as it looks, especially when 4x4 is forgotten. Watch as this Ford struggles, proving that torque alone can't save a day at the boat ramp. A reminder that traction and technique matter more than horsepower. Sometimes a car isn't just a car, it's a lesson in humility. Watch as a PT Cruiser faces a boat ramp, proving some vehicles are better at turning heads than towing boats. Traction, power, and common sense aren't optional here. When your work van turns into a submarine, it's officially the worst of days. All that for a jet ski. Tools floating, boss fuming, and Miami getting another "Sir, you can't park there" moment. Florida strikes again. Forklift meets boat, and one wrong move sends everything sliding. A single hand couldn't stop 10,000 pounds from rolling into the water. The boat barely survived while the forklift sank, and pride went with it. Some lessons can't be taught, only filmed. Now we're going to ask you, at what point is this genius or just pure idiot energy? Is it driving the van into the water, balancing the boat, or somehow not getting wet at all? Share your thoughts in the comments and hit that like button while you're down there. One bad move, and the Mitsubishi traded the road for open water. The boat floated fine, but the car sank like it had a reservation at the bottom. Whether it was bad luck or bad judgment, the ramp claimed another victim. The boat made it to the water. Mission accomplished, right? Except the truck joined too. Now it's less tow rig and more submarine mode. Someone call eBay because that F-150's about to get listed with light water damage.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your taco, bro.
Nothing says free parking like a Dodge taking a dip at the boat ramp. Some blame the slippery green slime, others call it an insurance job. But either way, that Ram's now running submarine mode. The boat, still waiting. The truck, well, let's just say RIPRAM. When you forget the plug, the boat remembers real quick. This one sank at the ramp before the rods even hit the water. Call it fishing, call it failing. Either way, the only thing caught was the truck's pride. Mistakes were made in Sydney. 4 people, no one in the boat, and suddenly it's swimming on its own. A simple rope or a captain aboard could have saved the day. Sometimes the river doesn't wait for amateurs. When you're towing a boat, patience is key. But this guy thought speed was the shortcut, and his whole fishing trip ended at the guardrail. A brand new boat, a shiny paint job, and zero clue how to handle the throttle. One wrong push and instead of water, it's full speed into the concrete. Proof that money buys the boat, but not the skill to drive it.
Alright, we got a shit show here. We got a Ford pulling
When you forget to strap the boat, gravity does the rest. One Chevy, one trailer, and one very expensive oops. The boat didn't make it home, but the story definitely did.
Okay. That definitely was a shit show.
That's another problem!
They fired up the outboard but forgot the winch. The truck pulled forward, the boat stayed behind. Smooth move, Captain. A huge boat almost tips over after slipping off the trailer wheels. Launching a boat isn't rocket science, but somehow this Ford driver managed to fail the parking test. Hey mate, you can't park there! Florida people doing Florida things at the boat ramp. Truck goes swimming while the boat waits patiently. Some forgot the parking brake, others forgot the gas, and a few just forgot common sense. At least the boat made it out in one piece. When it comes to backing down a boat ramp, some people make it look easy. And then there's this guy. He zigged, he zagged, he argued with the trailer, and somehow still missed the water entirely. They say practice makes perfect, but in his case, it might just make more comedy. When it comes to boat ramps, teamwork makes the dream work, unless everyone's just standing around arguing about it. One guy's cranking, another's yelling, and the camera guy's filming like it's a nature documentary. The boat's half on, half off, and all wrong. They say, many hands make light work, but apparently, many opinions just make great content. When it comes to boat ramps, some people think rules are optional, especially when there are kids in the truck. This crew decided a little chaos. A hood dive and a splash zone were all part of the fun. By the time the truck met the water, it was less a launch and more a lesson in how not to park anywhere near a ramp. Boating might be about fun, but in their case, it's a full-on comedy invasion. Lost his girlfriend and brand new Rubicon in one epic move. Trying to impress ended with the Jeep taking a swim instead. Some lessons aren't taught. They're burned into memory. Ever seen a boat launch a car? Yeah, neither had we. One wrong move, a little forward thinking, and suddenly a simple trip to the water turns into a full-on Family Guy episode. Wipers on, engine running, and chaos in motion. Sometimes the line between a boat and a car gets hilariously blurred. Miami struggles hit different when the ramp turns into a mini water park for your car. One slope too many, a little misjudgment, and suddenly your Ford's taking a swim while the boat patiently waits. A simple launch turns into a test of patience, skill, and a little luck. Because in Miami, even the ramps have attitude. The lesson of the day. If your e-brake fails on a slippery ramp, don't be surprised if your truck decides to go for a swim right after your boat. Splash zone, folks! Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here, and click the boxes on screen now for more. Goodbye.